Here are 3 more questions I have for Victoria Christopher Murray about Harlem Rhapsody. Say hey, Victoria.
Hey.
Hi, my name is Talia. We love a list over here, so make sure you're following for daily lists. We are now heading to the Salem United Methodist Church, and I have 3 final questions about this book.
We're about to walk over to the church that Jesse attended. This is where Jesse met County Cullen.
So Jesse came in 1919 to Harlem to serve as the literary editor at The Crisis. Can you speak to everything that she did for The Crisis and to the NAACP?
What's so interesting about Jesse having the role of literary editor for the NAACP Crisis magazine is that there had never been a literary editor before her. So she had to create the role. And she wasn't going to just stop with discovering everyone. From Langston Hughes, County Cullen, Jean Toomer, Gwendolyn Bennett, Nella Larson. The list goes on. Not only did she publish them, but she nurtured them so that they actually became activist writers. And then she went outside of her role when she became the literary editor for the Brownies book, the only nationally published magazine for Black children. She even helped Will with the Pan-African Congress. She went over to Brussels and gave a speech about the role of Negro women in this country. She became an international star.
Can you talk about the role literature played in activism at the time?
One of the things that W.E.B. believed about literature was that all literature, all art, actually should be propaganda. He used The Crisis, and Jesse used The Crisis and used the Brownies book to depict Black life in a way that was different from the stereotypes. Also, they use literature to discuss the Black plight. There were many white Americans who were thinking, everything's fine now. You're free.
One of my biggest takeaways from Harlem Rhapsody is Jesse's ambition. How was it for her navigating all of her ambitions at that time?
So the thing that was interesting about Jessie at that time is her mother, who was a white Jewish woman, had to remind her of some things sometimes. And her mother said to her, you don't have anything that this country values. You are not a man and you are not white. Jessie was very aware of who she was. There were no expectations of her as a Black woman. People couldn't believe that she was the first Black woman to graduate from Cornell University, or she was the first Black woman to get Phi Beta Kappa. But at every step of the way, Jessie busted through the norms. She was the trailblazer.